Got something for the people.
We live, man.
Let's get that shit, Avo.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bro Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 107. Let's go.
She said from heaven.
Yeah, I know my brother Vic got them bars.
But for me, that ain't no question.
Me and Shotty go hand in hand. Little mama like my style.
She said it's
Super cool.
and if I'm
Diving in.
that's a
Swimming pool.
Never
Been a fool. Never been a hoe. CKS. Graduated a long time ago.
Yeah,
I guess that makes me alumni.
I'm on a mission.
To the top, just call it suicide.
Let's
I'm by my bread daily. Girls wanna date me.
Huh? What number is this?
104.
Hey, turn me down for a second.
That was a cool little mix.
Hey, shout out to my guy Vic. I've been calling him all week. I'm like, bro, I done dealt with a lot of artists that I think are fire, that I think are dope. And this is no cap. I talked to that with Avo when Avo first got here. I said, look, you top two. I don't know if you one or two yet, like, of niggas' first verses they ever recorded that I ever heard in my life. And I done dealt with some fire-ass artists. So, like, I don't know how big of a compliment that is to you.
I think it's a big one.
But I told Ava that I talked it out. I remember my first verse I ever recorded. Trash in the motherfucker.
Garbage.
Like, niggas that I done rap with for years. I'm like, bro, our first verses was horrible. But like, your first ever recorded verse is something to brag about and listen to. So I just hope you know that, giving you your flowers. My guy not no rapper or nothing, but he deserved all the flowers for that verse. That shit was fire. And he hit me up, initiated, and was like, hey, bro, I wrote something to this beat. I want you to hop on it. Let's go to the studio. And as a real nigga, I was like, bro, I ain't paying for your studio time. We got to go 50-50 on it. He was like, all right, that's cool. We went 50-50 on it. He laid down some fire. We got a dope track that I listened to. So shout out to Vic.
Shit.
And that's a lot of flowers, because we not just a fancy football podcast. We're a real podcast. But with all that being said and done, welcome, Brodies and Babes, to the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 104. I know y'all hear me ask episode what number this is, because I ain't even know. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot, and I'm here with my co-bro who spit that hot fire. What's your name, my G?
Bro, I gotta put some time on that. That was 2013,
Yeah,
14?
it was a minute ago. It was a little minute
Gotta
ago.
put some perspective on it, you know.
Yeah, bro, and it's still hot. I've been listening to it all week.
Fire, but Dynasty Bro Vic, aka Chief FF, here with our fire-ass DJ.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo. We back. You know what it is. Let's get it.
Hey, all right. So look, we got a fire episode this week. I told Vic, bro, we don't gotta do a lot of informative stuff. Let's do something fun, and we can have some thought-provoking back and forth conversation about that'll be entertaining. So we got a keep trade cut episode, man. I'm excited about it. I told him to come up with 3 scenarios. I came up with 3 scenarios, and we're gonna kick that shit, and it's gonna be some fire. I'm excited. I don't know what his scenarios are. He don't know what my scenarios are, so it'll be entertaining when I hear him. But you know, we always do got the hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. We'll give you the injuries. We had a real interesting conversation during the redraft episode. We should probably bring it here, talk about a specific player, and then we're gonna get into the say something good to the people. So that's the closing. You know how we do. So Avo dropping that fire over here, and we about to add to it. So, Vic, you ready for the team? Look, bro, I know I done hyped you up with the verse. And we got to come back down to reality. But you ready for the hood, TMZ, bro?
I'm ready, bro. I'm excited. I'm actually excited for this episode, man. And, you know, I already told you I'm coming with some heat,
I know
man.
you was like, bro, you got to think about this shit. I swear, my shit thought-provoking,
Yeah,
making
man.
me nervous. I'm like, damn,
When we
bro.
backed into a corner, man, you have to plant your flag. So,
You know I stand on my shit, bro.
and on top of that, like, look, I'm glad we went about it this way. Like, I don't know what players you bring to the table. Like, we got to
Facts.
just figure it out on the fly. But it just goes to show, like, you rolling with your gut.
I threw a scenario out earlier, and
First
he was
instinct.
like, damn, bro, I thought we was going to keep him. I was like, damn, I had to trash that whole scenario. So, yeah, I'm excited to hear what you got to say. But before we get to that, we got to do the what's the word, bro. So get the people what they want.
Let's get into it, man. So, look, hey, shout out to Complex Sports. This is where I first saw this post. Of course, I'm on Twitter a lot. But we all know, look, Tom Brady is now number 1 on the NFL's all-time passing yards list. So he broke the record going into New England on Sunday night.
Yep.
He only needed like 68 yards, but he's the number 1 all-time passer, passing leader. Of course, Drew Brees was there on site, who held the record. He congratulated him. You know,
Yeah.
it was a little
Fake.
Yeah, you can tell. You know, you got to be happy for the guy, but you know, you got.
Nah, he already got the rings. Fuck him. He can't have my record.
Yeah, he got it.
That's the one thing I feel bad about. Like, I wanted Drew Brees' name to be on something, but guess not. Tom Brady said, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah,
he a New Orleans legend.
that's true.
He is, but Tom is New England and Tampa legend,
football legend.
Hey, check this out. But look, of course, we saw Mike Evans catch a pass, and it looked like he was going to be like a yard short of actually breaking the record for Brady.
Yeah.
And then they ended up respotting it. But before they actually respotted it to give him the record, I'm like, look, this play got to go to AB to help break the record.
That would have been hard.
And the next play actually did go to AB on the screen, but he had already broke the record, given the respot.
And I wish Gronk would have played this out too. I think, he really hurt, but I don't think Gronk wanted to go back to New England and play. Probably. It's not right now. Maybe in the playoffs he probably want to show up and stun on them, but I don't think he wanted to whoop their ass in the regular season.
Yeah,
like
and he's taking a different approach. Like, he's like, look, my ribs are legit fucked up. In the past, I would have played, but at this age, he's being smart with his body. So
Facts,
shout out to Gronk. Growth.
That was a shot at New England is what that was.
Like, they don't even need
If I was
me.
in New England, they would have made me play.
I was thinking that too when I heard him talk through that.
I thought it was they don't even need me and we still gonna beat y'all ass. I thought that was the approach you were saying. That just shows you I think ignorant.
And not even a made you play. Like, maybe it's a New England mentality. Like, are you injured or are you hurt?
I need to play.
Exactly.
Are you injured or hurt?
Question.
Be Superman.
I'm both. Shit, fuck you mean,
bitch.
Are we about to talk about another record?
Kind of, but go ahead. You got something?
I just wanted to ask how y'all felt about the other record that might have been broken.
About
something with the Ravens.
Okay.
I didn't know how we were going to talk about it later. Yeah.
How do you feel about that, bro?
I thought it was
so
cool.
Like they ran. The game was over, and they needed 5 more yards to keep up with the 100.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Consecutive games of 100-yard rushing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
that's a divisional rivalry type thing. Like, you know what I mean? I get why they did it. Was it necessary? No, but
it wasn't that deep. I don't think it put nobody in harm's way.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I get it though, because they always try to preach sportsmanship and shit. And
is that why they kneel at the end? I never really asked that question. Like in basketball, they play hard to the end.
Well,
I
think they kneel more because to save for injury and mistake.
Yeah.
Too. Injury and mistake. So it's like, that's why the coach, when he shot at him, he was like, I guess they care more about that shit than injuries. Because at the end of the day, you run a play. What if Lamar would have got hurt or something trying to get them 5 yards?
Slide.
Yeah, so it's like, look, we don't need to run no more plays. Let's just kneel. So don't nobody got to do no real blocking, no real running. You just save the gestures of that. But
I got you. My bad.
It wasn't that deep. It wasn't as bad as Ricky Davis trying to get the triple-double. Missing the layup, missed the layup on his own basket. Yeah, he went to his own basket, missed the layup to get the last rebound. That's just some trash shit, bro. So yeah, but I don't know. It wasn't that deep to me, but I do understand. It's like, long as the team, because really you just putting the team in jeopardy, and long as the team's like, fuck it, I want to get this, then it don't matter.
Got you. That makes sense.
All right. One last thing I want to go through that's more on the record end, but it's not really record, but there are only 4 QBs who's beaten all 32 teams in the NFL. So, of course, Tom Brady did it. Can you guys guess the other 3?
Challenge time.
And
other 3?
Yeah, they're
that
all
have beat all 32. Are they currently playing?
They're all within this era, so it's nothing like
Peyton Manning.
He's
Aaron Rodgers.
Nope.
Ooh.
2 more guys.
Drew Brees.
Yep. 1 more guy.
Oh my gosh. Big Ben?
Nope.
Cam?
Nope.
Don't name. Phillip Rivers?
Nope.
Eli?
No.
Shit.
I can give you a hint.
Don't give me a hint. I want to keep on guessing.
That's gonna bother me.
I'm trying to think of a guy who's been in for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No.
He just played for every team down there. Okay, give me a small hit.
All right, look. You said Aaron.
Hey, man, we got
You said Aaron Rodgers.
Brett Favre.
Yes.
So
Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and now Tom Brady have all beaten all 32 NFL teams.
That's all.
Touche.
You said only 4 QBs have done that at all.
Yeah. Because most guys stay with their team the whole time. So,
and just for the record, if anybody doesn't realize how many teams there are versus how many games there are, it's not like everybody plays everybody every season. So you have to have longevity to even get.
And you have to switch the team too.
And take advantage of
your own team.
You would have to. Oh, you would. Damn, I didn't think about that.
Peyton had the lead to go beat the Colts.
Shit.
Like Favre went to the Vikings to beat the Packers.
I didn't even think about that. That's facts.
That's fire.
And then Drew Brees
He did it in
Well,
San Diego.
Played for the Chargers. So.
Forgot that's where he came from.
Yeah. All right, one last thing for what's the word. So shout out to the NFL Instagram account. They actually put up a old, like, I don't want to say letter, but a school assignment from Justin Herbert. Basically, he was like, my name is Justin Herbert. I am 9 years old. I'm in the 4th grade. He named his family Holly, Mark, Mitchell, and Patrick. I'm 4'9". I'm going to be 6'3". I want to play professional football. And then he said, when I grow up, I'm going to have 3 kids. I'm going to live in California, Los Angeles. Plays for the Chargers in LA. He want a dog. Likes pasta, pizza, and grapes. I don't like broccoli soup, fish, or pizza. Favorite book is Heat by Mike. And his favorite hobby is football and baseball. So
he accomplished everything he wrote down.
He basically just like manifest like his future. Like, I'm going to be a professional football player. I'm going to live in LA. He's doing that shit right now.
Mom, didn't nobody make me write down my dreams at 9, bro?
Here's the thing is,
That's
bro.
hard.
I feel like a lot of us have done that. Hey, parents, don't be throwing shit away. You don't know what your kids are going to achieve. You just don't know.
I probably wrote some goofy shit.
I'm sure plenty of kids have wrote that shit down.
I want to be the coolest fat guy that ever lived. I want to travel, eat all fast food restaurants ever. That's
I'm never eating healthy ever.
I want to make my own cookie. Fat Alec.
Water? Why do we got to drink water?
Yeah, I want to never have to drink water ever again. I want to make my own flavor of Pepsi. Fat Alec. Shout out. All right, that's the what's the word. Shout out to Vic.
Any injuries or what?
Yeah, we got some injuries. Let's get into this. This ain't really an injury. This is just something that's pissing me off. Justin Fields just got his first win. Matt Nagy still said Andy Dalton's coming back. He's the number 1 guy.
That is weird.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater, he's into concussion protocol. Drew Lock came in, still looks like the same Drew Lock. So whenever Teddy bounced back, he's coming right back into his position. Denver still be back on the road. I like them with Teddy. Jimmy Garoppolo left with a calf issue. I guess this is probably one of the biggest things to talk about. Is this finally Trey Lance taking over for good, bro? Because, usually this is how it happens when a quarterback go down. And it's like, well, now I got a reason to keep on playing my guy. Trey Lance looked good when he came in.
He did.
If Garoppolo can't play next week and Trey Lance looks good again, is his job gone?
Yeah, you got to keep running with the hot hand. You got to win games, especially in the NFC West. Like, you can't fuck up any games.
Yeah.
They're going to trade him to Pittsburgh. He'll be all right.
Okay, it looked like
me
and Vic talked. David Montgomery has been balling all year. It looked like he actually plays better with Justin, the running quarterback. But it looked like he went down with a leg injury, but they said it looked like he escaped an MCL tear, and it looked like he's just probably going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. So, that's good for the young running back for the Chicago Bears. He should be back. Will Fuller suffered a hand injury. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but you can't catch him. You got a messed up hand. Julio and A.J. Brown were both out last week with hamstring injuries, trying to see if they're going to come back. And Logan Thomas suffered a hamstring injury. That's day to day. So, those hammies, you just got to work through that. But that's really it, man. Nothing else real major. Waiting everything out right there.
Joe Mixon day to day with the ankle. So.
Yeah, I seen that. I did see that he went out at the end of the game. But I ain't heard no updated news from there. All right, so before we get into the main topic, the keep trade cut.
Actually, we still got a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
We got some flags. We got B teams.
Man,
let's get to the flag on the play.
On the flag.
Man, let's go to the flag. My first flag go to Dynasty Bro Style.
I know, man. I jumped the gun,
Jumping
bro.
the gun.
I know. Bro, shame on me. Shame on me. I should. We need to have a shot. If somebody ever do something fucked up and they get the flag, man, they gotta take a shot or something, bro.
I'm down.
Yeah. DJ Avo, you got a flag though, bro, this week?
I got a flag. Flag on the play my goddamn self.
What happened?
Let me tell y'all, I lost my one of my redraft leagues.
Why did you?
Because I didn't pick up a kicker. And I realized that because I lost by like 7, and I'm like, damn, I could have got a kicker that could have got me 7 or 8. Who knows?
It just depends on what kicker you would have picked up. You should have went to.
Well, I'm gonna pick a kicker with a good QB because that's how I roll. I always feel like if you could get in field goal position, at least we should be good.
Yeah.
But not too good to get in the end zone. So you don't want Green Bay kicker, in my opinion. But like Kyler Murray might keep you just a little bit short. So I picked up the Arizona kicker while y'all was talking because I was like, damn, I'm stupid. You should fill up everything because you won all the points you could get.
Okay.
I'm stupid.
I got a flag.
Let's go.
We're gonna flag myself again because I sit here and do a podcast every fucking week. I do a 4-minute offense every fucking week. I do all this goddamn research, tell everybody and their mama who to pick up. I'm in so many leagues with Christian McCaffrey. So many. It's cool if I don't have Chuba in the Dynasty leagues. I might miss that on. But in redraft, he's on nobody's roster. I got him in 2 redraft leagues. I literally left last week. Never picked up Chuba Hubbard. What I would have put down and with my waiver wire money, I would have got him in both of those leagues. But I don't know what we did last week. I think I ended up having to get a phone call and we talked a little bit. And the rest of my night just went away. I woke up Wednesday morning. I'm like, damn, Chuba Hubbard. Open up my phone, gone. So shout out to me. And I just decided that I am going to commit my Tuesday night right after the episode to doing all my waiver wire stuff because I like to wait it out till last minute. And right after this is last minute. So I got to do better. I'm out here preaching, not listening to my own self preach.
Hey, man, be like that, bro.
He didn't have the biggest of weeks, but I still missed out on it.
All right. I came in with 2 flags, but I had to retract one. So I'm going to let y'all know what that was before I get into my real flag. So Sunday night, you guys saw, mid, basically the QB meets with the coaches, whatever, in the middle of the field. You expect Brady to meet with Bill Belichick. So I don't know if you guys saw that exchange. It looked a little awkward, like as far as with Brady meeting Bill at the end of the game. You could tell Brady wanted to get some words in, but Bill was just on some good job and just kind of dipped out. Then I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure they're going to link up afterwards and, in the locker room, blah, blah, blah. So come to find out, Bill actually did sit down with Tom Brady for about 20 minutes post game. So shout out to Bill, man. He's never going to show his hand. You know what I mean? You're not my QB no more. We just lost to you. Good job. You know what I mean? It was just kind of awkward, but you saw the exchange between Brady and Josh McDaniels. They kind of had a moment to embrace.
Yeah.
I'm just giving the history, but my flag wasn't going to Bill Belichick. But then again, I did learn Bill did give us some time afterwards. So.
Facts.
So I'm gonna retract that flag. But I do got a flag for a head coach. Let's go to Jacksonville. Urban Meyer. I don't know if you guys heard.
Let's talk about this.
There's a video of him. Look, I usually don't get into this type of stuff, where there's
then I'll double
men doing shit in terms of women and jeopardizing their relationship, stuff like that. I usually leave that stuff alone. But I'm only giving him a flag only because, well, first let me explain what happened. Basically, there's a video of Urban Meyer in a club or bar getting, I don't even want to call it a twerk.
Bro, it was a white girl twerk at best. At best. And it wasn't even that good.
Getting some type of grind on, but it was just look awkward. Back in the day, this is coming off the Thursday night game. They played Cincinnati Bengals. The Jaguars flew out. Urban Meyer's like, nah, I'm going to hang back. Just give me he's in Ohio. Columbus up the road. He had on his Ohio State faded hoodie. So he clearly wanted to be outside that night. And he was, and just wanted a good look.
Let me give him a better flag since that one didn't really have to do with football, because this is somebody text me, somebody I just met, they text me, hey, do you trust that Trevor and Burrow will both get over 225 yards? That's the money line. I'm like, yeah, why not? Both defenses ain't that good, and they should just show out. He had 207 yards, and I'm like, damn, he missed out by 20, man. My bad on that advice. My thing is, if you watch that game, they let Trevor get loose early. They went up 14-0. And then they basically took the ball. Nothing wrong with James Robinson. He had a good week. But I feel like that early in the game to stop your momentum and think, all right, we can run the ball for the rest of the game to try to stop this offense or try to keep them off the field. It's that's stupid that early in the game. You do the game plan, they got you up 14-0. They took the ball out of Trevor's hands, bro, and that's what got them that 14-point lead. So I really hate that. So I didn't lose no money. But I'm just, from a coaching standpoint, that's how Atlanta lost their damn game to the Patriots when they were up that much. You get rid of the game plan that got you up. That's stupid. I already don't like what Urban Meyer's doing, bro. I already don't like it. But, yeah, they took the ball out of Trevor's hands when he was balling early.
All right, well, challenge on the play. Why are we giving them a flag? So y'all might need to break this down.
I'm giving them a flag for bad. I'm giving them a flag for bad coaching. I know we were all the way. I know we were all the way nervous about what that offense is going to be. They got one of the best QB prospects ever coming in. And he's just he's just a successful college coach, if you ask me. That's just about it. So
I ain't gonna challenge that part. No, I'm just challenging. Like, even when I saw it on TV, I'm like, so what did he do wrong?
My flag, look, I didn't really get to elaborate, but the flag is because he's basically was a distraction to the team. Like, he already didn't have the locker room really coming into the season. So this is only just adding a bigger stain. So I actually came across this on Twitter. So Mike Silver basically kind of put a thread out there just saying, hey, he's reached a crisis point with the locker room. One player told him he has zero credibility in his stadium, and he already had little to begin with. So that whole incident of we just took an L on Thursday night, I'm going to let the team fly out, but I'm going to hang back.
Okay, now that looks bad.
Yeah.
That I understand. But so in the event of what he was doing, just for the record, he did nothing wrong.
Right.
Okay, I didn't do nothing wrong.
No.
Okay, that is because the way they put it on TV, I'm like,
no, he ain't doing nothing wrong.
Like,
but
wait, he didn't
it
do
sounds
that.
like his distractions on the outside and his focus ain't on the game.
Now that I understand.
He need to focus more on game plan. Like I said, maybe if he was a little bit focused on the game, they would realize
it's the banana boat situation.
Here's the thing:
y'all was on the banana boat. Y'all lost. We're gonna point. It's the time. Well, not time. Tony Romo was in Mexico or something before the Super Bowl. Y'all lost, so we're gonna point to what we see.
And the twerk ain't wrong.
It's not a good look at the end of the day.
Okay,
because married guy getting twerked on.
I mean,
and he already has a history of being caught up.
Nah, I did hear about that.
I'm not mad about the getting twerked because maybe he has understanding. Maybe his wife don't mind if he can be out and get dancing. I know ladies that don't mind if they guys go get dances and stuff like that. So I can't fault them for that.
I know,
but I'm faulting. Yeah, but I'm faulting them for being a distraction to like you already got to figure out how to win games with this new offense that you're trying to win over, with this new team that you're trying to win over, and it just looks like you're being anything but a good focused coach. That's the problem.
Okay, I understand now. Okay,
yeah,
I pull my challenge back.
And on top of that, like even with his apology video to the media. He's like, yeah, I talked with the team, I talked with the guys, but come to find out, he met with the individual position groups. It wasn't a group setting,
like everybody in there at once.
And then on top of that, there was I think an offensive setting though, even though it wasn't the entire team or whatever, however it was set up. As soon as he apologized to the team, he walked out. Team just bust out laughing, like not even taking him serious. So he's already lost the locker room. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's why I'm giving him the flag. Just giving, you got to look at his apology video to the media. It just, he's like, yeah, I talked with the guys. We're all focused. We're moving forward. I talked with the owner. He's good. Nah, but clearly that ain't the case.
They're going to have jokes for this man all practice long.
Yeah. All right, man. So that's that, man. Any other flags before we get into the Brodies of the week?
No.
Get some better twerk, my G.
If you're gonna fall, you gotta
fall. Make it worth it, so you won't look that bad and be like, damn, I see why he had to get that twerk. I see why he had to get that twerk.
If it was Meg Thee Stallion, okay.
He didn't even look interested in it. He was having the whole conversation. That's why I was like, what's the big deal? He dang near didn't know she was there.
Yeah. It was weird. He was like looking like he's falling off his chair. Just
he looked like an old man in the bar.
Just make it worth it, Urban. That's all I'm saying.
All right, man. Let's get to these Brodies of the week, man. So look, I got two guys for you guys. So let's go ahead and pull it up, share the screen. Let's get into it. Chiefs tight end. Forgot his name. Jody Fortson. Almost
second week in a row. Got a tutty.
Yeah, bro. Almost fumbled it. My bad. So let's check it out. So this was off the shovel pass play. Travis Kelce faked it. Like, what's going on? I don't know the play.
Yeah, I like the play.
Yeah, bro. And this is even fire on because he was actually undrafted out of Valdosta State, cut twice by the Chiefs, switched from wide receiver to tight end. And Mahomes broke the news to him that he made the squad. So shout out to Bleacher Report Gridiron. That's where I got that. But this is really like some true B team shit now having an impact on the game. So
he's an athlete, bro. They just go get athletes.
Shout out to him.
That's the best tight ends to find are them true athletes. Them tall, big ass athletes. The best ones to get.
Yeah. Now let's get to the next one. So wide receiver for the Washington football team, DeAndre Carter, ran a kickback over 100 yards. Hey, it was an impact play. I mean, we saw Washington barely beat the Falcons. So
barely.
Look at him, man. Like, look, he's running so fast, he almost runs off the damn screen.
Legit, he beat
the
camera.
Like, he legit is almost out running the camera.
Can't see that, man.
But shout out to DeAndre Carter, man, making an impact play.
That's how Avo used to run, Wiz.
A little bit.
like late middle school, early high school
Sound
years.
about right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. But this was a nice run, and then you can even see the lanes, and he even baited them inside and broke back out. So it's nice, man. Like you see the lanes opening up, dipped in, freezer right there.
I feel like y'all over there watching the video.
Yeah, we are. You can't see it. You gotta watch the episode. I'll turn it this way next time.
Nah, you good.
I can't do it right now.
I'm gonna just start bringing the live up on one of these devices I got over here and just watch the live.
That was a nice little run, though. I ain't gonna.
Cause I ain't no punk.
I
feel like the punk of the podcast right now. I missed the video.
All good, man. So shout out to the Brodies of the week, making impact plays for their team, helping them secure the dub. We love to see it, man. So Chiefs tight end Jody Fortson and Washington football team wide receiver Deontay Johnson making an impact play on special teams.
Big facts. All right, well, Vic, since I fucked up the transition last time, bro, transition us into the main topic, bro.
All right, man. Look, before we get to the main topic,
there we go.
DJ Avo,
what's good?
Where can the people follow you at?
You can follow me at DJ Avo Love. That's on the Twitch, that is. You know, actually, that's on the gram. On the Twitch, it's Dynasty Bro Avo. And make sure you follow the Dynasty Bros page. Hey, yo, Dot, where can we follow you, bro?
Running here, track star.
You're
running here, track star. Follow me at DynastyBro Dot on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the main Instagram handle, DynastyBrosFF. That's 2 F's for fantasy football. Hey, Vic, you got the B team hat on. Hey, shout out to ViridianGlobal.com. That's where you get the merch at. Avo got the We the Bros.
We the Bros. The Dynasty Bros, that is.
I got a tee on up under this hoodie because I was cold. That's where you get the merch at ViridianGlobal.com. But hey, well, Vic, where can we follow you at, my brother?
Like a smooth ass commercial.
You gotta say it smooth.
You know what I'm saying.
Follow me at ChiefsOCFF.
Oh my gosh, is that your smooth voice?
Twitter. I wasn't ready.
Oh man.
Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to Dynasty Bros podcast wherever you listen.
My nigga didn't change his voice; he just got quieter. He said, "Yeah, that sounds smooth." Follow me at. Yeah, you gotta do it like this. Yeah.
Check out the Discord.
There you go. The Discord.
Get your start set.
We was giving advice. If you would have listened to Vic, he told you play your Dawson Knox and your Dalton Schultz.
And he said sit Chark, and I ain't listening.
I hit 70% this week.
Chark,
I ain't listen.
Trying to bounce back, man. But yeah, man, Dynasty Bros FF podcast. Wherever you're listening, check out the Discord. We got the Patreon with the rankings, all the extra bonus content. So yeah, we're doing it big right now. Yeah.
All right, that's how we doing it. If Avo play something different, I can snap up out of this voice. But until then,
I wasn't ready.
We're gonna try.
Okay.
All right. So look, we're about to get into the keep trade cut. That is the main topic. I'm excited to hear who Vic got. Hopefully he's excited to hear who I got. And we're just gonna debate this out and try to make it make sense in our heads, bro. So scenario, who you want to go first, bro? I feel like you don't hype me up, so I want you to go first, but it doesn't matter. If you want me to go first, I will.
So you got 3 scenarios, right? And I got 3 scenarios.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming with some heat, bro, off top.
Hold on, let me get some water.
I'm about to set the tone. You want me to set the tone, or you want to go?
Set the tone, bro. Set the tone.
All right, man. Look, DJ Avo, you getting in on this too, bro. Keep, trade, cut.
I'm nervous.
3 wide receivers on the table. They're young. You know, they're already making impact in the league. Big names. So Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, AJ Brown.
I knew you was gonna say CD Lamb. And why would you throw AJ Brown in there?
Cause
you only threw AJ Brown in there because you know I like AJ Brown.
Got to.
Why couldn't you throw in a guy like Devonta Smith instead to make yourself be against the wall?
For this one, it just made sense. Like,
you see that bullshit, Avo?
I see it.
I feel like he targeted me. I feel like I got targeted.
I mean, you know, hey, targeting high at that, straight at the head. You know
keep, trade, cut. Justin
this
Jefferson.
is Dynasty too. Long as
Dynasty.
y'all don't know,
Trade,
this is Dynasty.
Cut.
Who you keeping?
Okay.
Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, or AJ Brown?
Keep, trade, cut. Can I go first?
Go ahead.
It's probably gonna be crazy.
Yes.
Give me the names one more time. I know.
I know, right?
I keep forgetting.
I'm with you.
Just I'm gonna do.
Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Vikings. CD Lamb, wide receiver for the Cowboys. AJ Brown, wide receiver for the Titans.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Avery's gonna keep AJ Brown. I'm gonna trade CD Lamb, and I'm gonna cut the other one.
Damn.
I think I would get. Listen, here's my reason. I think I would get good value for CD. That's the only reason why I was like, I think that's who I would trade versus who I would keep. I think I would get good value that way. That's all. That's just my look.
Okay. What you doing?
All right, I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Keep trade cut.
All right, okay, I'm ready. And this is gonna hurt my feelings. But okay. I know you said the CD Lamb thing, but to be honest, I think AJ Brown might have the higher trade value out of all of them, even though, just off like name value. So I'm probably, and I really think CD might have the least trade value because Justin Jefferson's so young. He's the youngest out of all of them. I'm trying to talk this through in my head. Because
this is the first time we're hearing these scenarios.
That's what we're here
that's
for.
Why it's
So
that's a lot. I think Justin Jefferson might have the highest trade value. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
I'm trading Justin Jefferson. I think he has the highest trade value. He's the youngest. He's playing the best right now, the most consistent. I'm going to cut AJ Brown because I feel like CD has a higher ceiling than AJ Brown, even though I like AJ Brown more. I think I'm only throwing that out there because I'm not talking just talent wise. I think they might be the same talent wise, but I think you get a year younger in CD, and he's a higher end offense, man. Just consistently knowing he's going to be stuck with Dak for his career for the most part. Give me that guy that's stuck with that offense like year by year, because I don't really know what the Titans' upside is going forward. I love AJ Brown, but they want to keep CD at his age and his upside with that offense. Trade Justin Jefferson because I think he has the most trade value, and then just cut my ties with AJ Brown because I feel like he's the guy that might be hit or miss because I just told you he might have the highest trade value, but then there's guys that might be unsure about AJ Brown in that situation. So maybe just that's it. I cut AJ Brown.
All right. And look, with these scenarios, we're not saying go cut these guys.
Hell
Go trade
no.
these
Sure,
guys.
don't do that.
We just having some fun and just seeing like, look, if you really got to plant your flag, who can you live with and who can you live without? So that's what it comes down to. So I'm gonna walk mine down backwards, and when we get to the scenarios, kind of give a little overview of like why you group these guys together, if you can. So my cut is AJ Brown, and I'm looking at it like, look, young up and coming wide receiver, but durability is starting to concern me only because
I agree with that.
Look at the size, like 6 foot, pushing 230, like just that build and on the frame, like that takes a toll on the knees and the lower body. So what's the longevity? And then also, if you do got AJ Brown, you've already been living without him. How's that been working for your lineups? So clearly you've been running without AJ Brown, even though you've taken him, in the first or second round of your dynasty leagues. So for me, that's why I'm okay with cutting AJ Brown here. You're already living without AJ Brown. I'm just giving the injuries. My trade is CD Lamb. I'm up the alley with DJ Avo. I'm going off the value, the name, just giving, look, that Dallas offense is so high powered. Like we've seen it. It can be a Amari Cooper week. It could be a Dalton Schultz week. It could be a Cedric Wilson week, which it was this week. So it takes away from CD Lamb. But don't get me wrong, I love CD Lamb, love his game. We all know, he can do whatever he wants out there, but sometimes it's just going to be up and down. You just got to live with it. Justin Jefferson can also be that same way, but that's my number one guy
That's
in
your
Dynasty.
guy. That's your guy.
That's my number one wide receiver in Dynasty. Give me the guy that can literally get guys turned around and, basically get a pitch and catch for a wide open play, just given he's created so much separation. Give me that guy. So I know you like CD being tied to Dak, but for me, Justin Jefferson's route runner is so polished. He's going to get so wide open. It's going to be pitch and catch. I could throw the ball to him. So that's it for me. So I'm cutting AJ Brown.
Your arms at 81 also now.
Damn.
Hey, I'm
Damn.
No, I ain't saying that. But I'm cutting AJ Brown, trading CD Lamb just off the value. And then I got to keep my guy Justin Jefferson.
Okay. So, well, since you hit me with
real quick, the reason why I group these guys together though, because they all can be kind of up and down. You know what I mean?
All right. Well,
fair enough.
Since you hit me with them receivers, I feel like these running backs that I got right here grouped together are kind of up that alley.
Okay.
So screw you.
Okay.
Hey, Vo.
What's good?
Vic get to go first. You went first last time. And then I'll go first on the next one. All right, here we go. DeAndre Swift, running back for the Detroit Lions. Jonathan Taylor, running back for your Colts. And Mr. Najee Harris for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go. 3 young running back studs. They're studs, talent-wise, different kind of situations in their offenses. Kind of like we know their upside, but their offense is bringing them down a little bit. But you can see how good they are, bro. That's why I grouped them all together. They're all stupid talented.
Damn.
They're the guys. Vic, and you first too, so you can't even think it out. Let's go.
All right, off top, man. I am keeping Najee Harris. And I'm going with Najee because of just the PPR value with catching passes. I feel like Nyheim Hines cuts into Taylor's upside in the passing game.
Facts.
So for me, it's a no-brainer. You know, I am a homer. I love the coach, love Jonathan Taylor, but I'm keeping Najee. Like if you got him, you know, taking on all these targets and catches and running over guys. I mean, you guys seeing it. He's literally bulldozing over guys. It's more that's going to come as he continues to get more comfortable with the game. So I'm going to keep Najee. I am going to trade Jonathan Taylor only because I think I get the most value. So I'm all about value. Mm-hmm. And I'm cutting DeAndre Swift, even though I love DeAndre Swift, what I'm seeing right now. To be honest, I actually want Swift over Taylor right now, just from what I'm seeing.
And PPR look crazy,
but you know, again, you got to just be patient and just. I get it. Colts offense, you know, they're trying to find their identity, so I get it. But right now, I am going to keep Najee, trade Taylor just off the value so I can maximize. And then I'm cutting Swift, even though that hurts. Swift looks good right now.
Avo.
All right, so look, as soon as you told me the names, and normally I don't be knowing names. I don't. I'm cutting Swift off top just because he plays for Detroit. Off rip. Like, no bullshit. That is the only reason why.
Touche.
Off rip. Getting rid of him.
I'm
keeping Jonathan Taylor because I'm a homer. I'm gonna trade Najee Harris because I believe he has a lot of value. I know if I could trade him to Vic, I'm gonna get me some number ones and probably a solid running back in return or something. Maybe a receiver too, because I know he loved this man.
Okay, and you can't go wrong with the trade values.
Yeah,
they're both high. But I have the exact same goal with Vic though. You cut Swift. I think he has the least amount of trade value out of all of them, and I feel like right now. I want to keep Najee, man. I want to keep Najee. I like what he's doing. It's scary because technically he's already older than Taylor, but I just want the guy that no matter what, nobody's getting reps under him. I know they love a guy like Nyheim Hines, and he's young. He's not going nowhere. And I don't know. I feel like they're going to fix that situation in Pittsburgh too. So like he's doing it, and their defense hasn't looked the best, and their O-line looks horrible, and he's still doing it. Taylor has the upside. I know we lost Big G, but still their offense and their O-line is a little bit better than Pittsburgh, and Najee's still doing it. So give me Najee. I want to keep him. Trade Taylor because Taylor probably has the most trade value out of all of them, to be honest. People still love him, and you got to cut Swift. So I agree with Vic. You know, that's how I like it.
And wait till Najee gets an O-line. Like, look what he's doing without an O-line. So, future's bright. And again, all these guys are talented. This really hurts, but it's fun.
Yeah, fuck you and your receivers that you pitched at me.
All right, man. I got another batch of receivers for you guys. Another tough one. Put 3 on the table. Dot, you gonna go first? Deontay Johnson, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore. Deontay Johnson, wide receiver for the Steelers. Terry McLaurin, hometown guy, wide receiver for the Washington football team.
I'm cutting
DJ Moore.
I'm cutting Deontay. One, I love his talent. I love what he means to that offense, but still, for some reason, I don't know if he's believed by everybody. I think people who die hard in fantasy pay attention to him and know how much he matters. So it's going to put up points. But you can talk to, like, in your home leagues, people still might not really want a Deontay Johnson. You have to trade Terry off of just pure name, bro. Terry is like, and he's been doing it. He's never had the up and down. I mean, he's not the most consistent, but year to year, still like we love Terry, even when he's having his off games. When DJ Moore was off, people was like scared of DJ Moore, completely off, like wondering if, you know, they made a mistake believing in the DJ Moore. So I want to keep DJ. I think they know what they have in Carolina with him. He's the alpha receiver, and they're using him as a weapon. I feel like he's still young. He's going to be fired going forward. Terry's going to be a hell of a trade value. You can go get whatever you want to for Terry. Young receivers doing it with multiple quarterbacks, and you gotta cut Deontay just off of, as the lowest name value, and he's not the most exciting one out of the three anyway. So I think that's how it goes. Cut Deontay.
Word. So listen, I'm cutting DJ Moore off rip. Off rip. This man failed me a year or two ago. We did not do well. I don't trust him. I think he might have been dealing with injuries. I don't care. He gone. Off rip. Damn. Off rip. I'm keeping Scary Terry. Come on,
That's
man.
your guy.
Hometown. That man fast. So
F1.
And we're gonna cut the other guy because I barely know his name.
So you cutting Deontay. You cutting two guys.
He's the guy that dropped a guy for no reason.
Yeah. Cut the other one. I should trade him. I'm gonna cut him anyway. I don't even know.
Oh my gosh. Hey, did you see Tease just drop somebody in the 1.0 league?
Yeah, I actually got a claim in for that guy.
Me too. But who is it? I can't
Darius
think of
Slayton.
Yeah, he dropped Darius Slayton in the 1.0 league.
We all got claims in? No,
yeah, it's cool. Made a best claim win.
Claim win.
Yeah. Fire. And then shout out to my friend AJ. He actually dropped Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, that was about to
thinking it was the redraft. I'm like, bro, you sure you want to drop Jerry Jeudy in the Dynasty League? I know you in the redraft league.
Like, bro, he just hurt.
He's like, oh my bad. I'm like, bro, this your only freebie. Too much work from the commission.
Get that back. He the one who dropped Cam Akers to me. But that was before Cam was blowing up though. So
sheesh.
All right, who you doing, bro?
All right, I'm actually gonna cut DJ Moore. And again, I know he's the wide receiver 4 right now, but I'm just looking at it like, look, there's no Christian. Don't get me wrong. When Christian was there, he was still off to a fast start being involved in the offense. But I'm just cutting DJ Moore because I can live without DJ Moore. I've been living without him. He's balling right now. I do like what I'm seeing. So I will say this.
Balling.
He has me on notice. I'm paying attention. But I'm still going to cut him as of today. I'm not going to be that fairy weather.
I don't want Deontay hurt ass.
My trade is actually Terry McLaurin. I'm going with you off just the value. I just want to capitalize off value. The hot name, the hot toy everybody wants. So I'm trading Terry, just giving, he can be up and down, but again, he's balling right now. I believe he's a top 10 receiver right now for sure.
More than likely. He's been balling.
He might even be top 7
for sure.
I'm keeping Deontay Johnson now. I'll be honest. This is a guy who wasn't really on my radar, but I'm following the volume. He's cleared 10 targets every week that he's played. He only missed 1 week. So given we're 4 weeks in, he's still a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 22 with missing a game. Give me a guy that can have 10 catches without hitting the end zone and still give you 19 points on the week. And then on a good week, he takes on 12 catches and a touchdown. That's 24, 25 points. I just like the volume. Now, one thing I don't have the answer to, I don't know when it was decided, like, hey, we're going to feature this guy, Deontay Johnson. We're just going to force feed him targets.
That was last year, bro.
No, but the thing is, like, but why? Like, Pittsburgh's just forcing the issue with Deontay. Like, you got Claypool, you got Juju. What made him decide Deontay at 5'10" is the guy, like 183?
Once they decided to move Juju to the inside, it was always going to be the outside guys anyway. So it's always going to be Claypool. The Juju he's decent in PPR. He's not going to be a high yardage guy, but the reason he's going to be featured is because they like going downfield, bro, and you got to get to the guy that gets the most open. Claypool doesn't create the most space for himself. So I started seeing it last year, and I knew it was going to be a Deontay year. You started seeing him just getting force-fed the ball last year. He's the guy that looks like he's creating the most space. Juju and Claypool don't do that. Claypool wins a lot off his size. So I just think, and Big Ben, one thing he can do, even though he doesn't have the greatest arm right now, he'll find the guy that's the most open. He'll force it to the guy that looks like he's winning the most matchups. So that's what he's doing.
Yeah. So with these guys, I just want to find another batch of guys, that are hot, up and coming, but can be a little up and down. But again, I'm going with Deontay just off the volume. Like, I just love it. But the injuries are a little, concerning. Yeah,
he keep getting banged up. All right, I went with these quarterbacks, bro, because basically these are guys, they all just got drafted. The 3 that I was coming up with, I changed my mind on that. And I want to do these rookies because now we finally got to see them. Ooh. We got to see what they can do in their offenses.
Oh, shit.
And how they're going to be used. All of them now. Trey, they got to have a half and come in and show some different plays. Justin done played a couple games now. And, Trevor been starting since day 1. So, keep Trey cut. Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Justin Fields right now. Good luck, bitches.
Who you want to go first?
I got you.
Hey, well,
check
back
this
to
out.
Avo.
Check this out. Dang, man. All right. Damn it, man. Why, Dad? I gotta cut Fields.
Okay.
I'm mad I gotta cut Fields because he's literally on my team right now. So I really don't want to cut Fields. But I gotta cut Fields in this.
You will get a trade offer after this episode. You know that, right?
I'm not gonna cut Fields in real life. He's gonna stay on
You're
my
not
team,
cutting him, you're trading him.
I'm not gonna trade him or nothing. He's staying on my squad.
Okay, I'm still sending you a nice offer.
But I would have to say it would be him. The reasoning behind that is just I don't trust Matt Nagy. And that's just what it is. I don't think he's going to be coaching there too long. But this, as of right now, as of today, that's who I would have to get rid of. I would have to go ahead and keep Mr. Lawrence because I like the way he's been looking out there. And I haven't seen enough about on Trey Lance, so he would be my trade piece.
Okay.
I'm actually flipping from Avo, so I'm actually going to cut Lance. Trade Fields, keep Trevor. So for me, I believe in Trevor just as a prospect and, his talent. So, he's flashing. So, yeah, I'm going to ride out with Trevor Lawrence. I'm trading Fields just off the value. And, again, also to your point, Ava, with the cut, I don't trust the Bears as an organization. Fact. So I'm just going to trade Justin Fields, who's tied to that mess, unfortunately, and just capitalize off the most value. I feel like I get more value from a Fields versus a Lance. And I'm cutting Lance only because Shanahan still wants to try to be married to Jimmy G for some reason. So don't get me wrong. We all know Trey Lance is the future in San Francisco, but I definitely want to see him be a little bit more polished in the passing game, but he does look good on the ground. So maybe he'll take a leap, kind of like a Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean? As far as going to a sophomore season and eventually when he take over at some point this year. So I'm okay with living without a Trey Lance.
It's crazy. We all got different things. We agree on the same thing. I am cutting Fields though.
Okay.
And I love Fields. Fields is my favorite guy. But now I start to see what he brings to the offense. And the only reason I'm cutting him instead of Lance is because I think Lance has a better upside now, just dealing with Shanahan. I don't know what offensive coach they're going to bring in for Chicago, but I'm kind of seeing a cap for Justin and what he can do. They're going to involve the run game a lot. And yeah, he can run the ball too, but depends on what kind of situation the offense they bring in. I don't see high scoring for him. Now the Shanahan offense with Trey Lance looks crazy. It looks like they can do whatever the fuck they want to. They got so many different weapons, so many different options. They can probably scheme because he's such an good offensive coach. So this is the crazy thing. I'm trading Trevor because I think we all agree Trevor has the highest trade value.
For sure.
Even though, and he also probably has the highest upside off of just coming into the season, what people think of him. But I'm trading him, getting that upside because I think Lance, as far as playing with Shanahan, is going to be a stud as soon as he starts. And this might be the perfect time because, everybody know Garoppolo just got hurt. So I'm cutting my guy Fields, even though I love him more than everybody. Trading Trevor, keeping Lance.
Word.
All right. My last scenario for you guys, tight ends. So look, 3 tight ends on the table. Mark Andrews, TJ Hockenson, Dallas Goddard.
All right, I'll lead off. Is that cool?
Said a whole bunch of whack dudes. I don't really fuck with.
Oh, man.
No, go ahead.
Here's the thing. I got to cut Goddard. I think he's, who do we talk about? I think one of the first, when I talk about Deontay, talking about name value, I think Goddard was a person that we love coming out, and I think the hype done died down a little bit because Ertz played for those first couple years still. So I think I got to trade Goddard just off having the least amount of name value, and I want to keep a guy like Hockenson because Hockenson is low-key playing better than, I think he's a top 3 tight end right now. Might be top 2.
Yeah, top 4.
Check that. Yeah. But he doesn't have the same name value Andrews has. For some reason, people still love Mark Andrews. And yeah, he's involved but I still think Hollywood is starting to look a little bit better. He's being more involved. And I do think Rashad Bateman coming in, that's going to be the best option Lamar ever had. So I think there will be a little bit even more die down for Mark Andrews. So I think this might be the perfect time to trade him. So I'm trading Andrews, cutting Goddard, and I'm going to keep Hockenson, man, because at least for the rest of this year until they figure out some more weapons, he's the number 1 weapon, bro, and he's going to keep on producing for the rest of the year. So I love Hockenson.
What about you, Avo?
Come on, man. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep Andrews because for some reason I know that name. I think I've had him on my team for
Baltimore.
some years.
Lamar's
I think I've
tight
literally
end.
had him. So, yeah, I like him.
Are you cutting Hockenson because he's from Detroit?
Keep that same energy, bro.
Off rip, bro. Off rip. He gone.
Okay, I ain't mad. Just don't trade Goddard. That's the tight end for Philly.
Yeah. Mostly because he's in Philly. But yeah, he gonna get that trade off.
Okay, I'll fuck with it.
Wait, who'd you cut, Avo?
He cut
the nigga from Detroit.
He cut Hockenson. That's because he's in Detroit.
Why is he in? Why do they have a team?
Sometimes it's facts.
Hey, they said Detroit finally made it to the Super Bowl with Eminem performing.
The Super Bowl lineup fire.
It is
fire. Heads up.
But all right, look, my cut is Darius Goddard. I'm just going with the guy who has a lot of hype, but he can be up and down. Of course, he's the most athletic out of all these guys, but Philly has so many pass catchers, so you just never know when it's going to be the Dallas Goddard week, even though he did have a nice week this past week. So I can live with that, especially at the tight end position. I'm trading TJ Hockenson just off the hype, the name. Don't get me wrong, he's a top 5 tight end. Like you said, he's your top pass catcher, but you got some guys that are starting to emerge in Detroit. You got Quintez Cephas trying to emerge. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he had 8 targets this past week. So these pass catchers are starting to emerge, and you also got Swift who's still catching the ball out of the backfield. So they're actually giving Hockenson some help from that standpoint. So you don't have to just force the ball to him, even though you can move the ball with him downfield.
Facts.
And I'm keeping Mark Andrews just because, look, if I have to go up against a Kelsey or Waller, and if I don't have any of those guys, I'm comfortable with the Mark Andrews. He's probably one of the better catch and run tight ends, like literally catches and run like 30, 40 yards. He gets all the looks in the red zone. So just giving that. And don't get me wrong, he could be a little up and down too, but you can bank on him being a top 7 tight end every year. So just a security blanket. If I, again, don't have a Kelsey or Waller, I just like Mark Andrews from the big play and red zone perspective.
Ever since Hockenson grew his hair out, bro, he ain't been doing nothing but dominating for 2 years straight.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I got the last one, and this is interesting, man. This is a kind of off radar one, but I think it's important to hear because these are guys that we loved going into the season, and I still think they have superstar talent. We just got to figure out what we're doing going forward with them. So 3 injured running backs that are studs. We got Mr. Cam Akers, we got Mr. J.K. Dobbins, we got Travis Etienne. Etienne, the running back for Jacksonville, rookie they drafted in the first round. J.K., sophomore for the Baltimore Ravens, and Cam Akers, sophomore for the Rams. Vic, you go first because I think it don't matter.
Y'all can go.
Okay. Vic, you go first, and then I'll go.
This one's hard, so I'm gonna start with my keep because it's easier for me to keep. I'm keeping Travis Etienne. I know this sounds crazy, but just the type of injury he had with the foot, I trust him recovering from that and bouncing back, having a full season compared to what the Akers and Dobbins said was like ACL.
Yeah.
So those injuries are usually, I don't want to say career ending, but they lose bursts. So I'm just going off like the medical trends and history as far as what it's shown. So again, type of injury Etienne's coming off of is what Joe Mixon had when, basically last year they didn't really want to put him on IR and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So again, I'm more comfortable with that, bouncing back from that foot injury. This is where it gets hard for me. I'm going to trade Cam Akers. I feel like he has the most hype with the Rams.
Yeah, probably.
And people are like, okay, he's gonna step back in, take over, Henderson's job. But I'm gonna cut Dobbins only because we see Baltimore like to keep so many running backs involved. So, and you still got the Gus Bus, and now they got Latavius Murray, they got Le'Veon Bell. Granted, it's just for 1 year, but still, they're not afraid to keep running backs involved. So I can live without having a piece of that.
Okay, you want me to go?
No, I got you. Because off top, I was cutting him for the exact reason you said. Because they got way too many running backs. Because I got a couple, and I'm like, yo, why ain't they never like getting points? Because they're not. They're all sharing carries. So yeah, it's a little tough when you got 3-4 running backs in the game.
Facts.
And I think we're gonna differ on this one. I'm gonna keep JK only because I hear the way y'all talk about JK over the years. So I think I'm gonna keep JK Dobbins, and we're gonna trade the other one.
All right.
Trade the other one.
I am exactly with Avo, I think, because I'm cutting Travis Etienne. One, just because we ain't got to see nothing yet on the NFL field, and I don't like Urban Meyer, and I don't like what they're doing with the offense. And James Robinson got to come back and prove for a second year, and he still looks good. So now I think going into another year, he done really implanted a role. So even when Travis Etienne comes back, I think it's a 2-man backfield no matter what. JK is actually getting kept for me, only because Cam probably does have the most trade value. And the one thing I'll say about JK is his backups got hurt too. So it isn't like Gus got to go out there and show a whole year of balling out and show that he demands even more touches. It's like Gus went down and JK went down. So JK does have the opportunity to come back, still be the number one guy next year, and still be in the most run-heavy offense, the most run-efficient offense in the league. So, I'm going to trade my guy Cam just off name, cutting Travis because I don't want to keep him on my team. I don't know what's happening with that whole situation going forward, and I'm going to keep my JK.
Not mad at it. I like all the perspectives, and this was cool, man.
It was, man. It's a good debate.
I agree. I was going to say, this is the first time we've ever done this.
Yeah.
I like it.
It was cool. Just hearing different, perspectives.
Give me some.
Perspective.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so we done with that. Before we get into
all right, so wait, I got one more. So
all
listen,
right.
so listen. We got chicken, we got ham, we got turkey.
Oh my god.
You gotta keep one,
bro.
trade one, cut one.
Thanksgiving is coming up, bro.
Look, this is what I'm doing. I don't eat pork, so I cut the ham out. I'm gonna trade the turkey because I really don't want no dry ass turkey anyway, and I ain't doing nothing but keeping my chicken. You know that was happening anyway.
I'm up the same alley, bro. So echo.
I got you with me. I'm keeping that ham.
I know you keeping ham,
I'm keeping
man.
that ham, boy. I need that. I need my bacon. I'm keeping that ham. We're gonna trade that chicken. I think I can get good value for it. We're gonna cut that turkey. I hate dry ass turkey.
Trade the chicken to me, my nigga. I got good value for it. I got good value for it, bro. We can swap ham for chicken. I'll double up on the chicken.
With some Hawaiian bread. What's up?
All right, keep trade cut. Dynasty Bro Dot. Vic. I'm just playing. All right, let's get. Hey, look. Hey,
I'm gonna cut me. I'm gonna trade and keep one of y'all. I just don't know yet. How you start sis doing? You said last week you had 70%.
Yeah, 70.
You might be getting traded, bro.
I ain't tripping. Big beard. Somebody gonna want me. Hey, Avo, tell the good people where they can follow you before we get into the close.
You can follow me on the Twitter at Dynasty Bro Avo. I'm not as active as I should be, but I'm working on it. You can catch me on the Twitch because I'm definitely on the Twitch. Mostly on the Dynasty Bro page, but you can also catch me on Dynasty Bro Avo page. And on the gram, it's Avo Love. Ayo Dot or Vic. Matter of fact, Ayo Vic Dot, you good, you getting traded. So where can you follow you at, bro?
Follow me at ChiefsHostFF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast where you listening, Dynasty Bros FF, and join the Discord, man. Get this fantasy advice real time. Dot, where can we trade you? I mean, where can we follow you at?
Come on now.
Follow me at myfeelingshurt.net. .net. Damn. Now follow me at DynastyBro on Instagram and Twitter. Follow my Instagram handle, DynastyBrosF. Go get the merch, ViridianGlobal.com. Follow the Discord, like Vic said. That's that real-time questions. You can hit me up until 1 o'clock asking, hey, who should I start sitting? Me and Vic was giving out good advice on the Discord. I don't care what nobody was talking about. Was giving out that ether. Yeah. Is that it? Is that all I wanted to do?
That's it, bro. I think so.
All right, well, let's get into the say something good to the people, man. I think I started last week. So anybody got something on their mind they want to throw out there? Nobody?
Yeah. Everybody just stay healthy, man. Drink water, wash your hands. Had a few people in my family have surgeries this past week, a few medical diagnoses that aren't necessarily the most positive. So when you step back and you really start to look at your family, you start to think about those things. It's like, damn, we really are getting older. We really got to start taking better care of our health as much as we can, especially when you see things around you already. You got to try to do better. So, all right, I might try to cut back on the ham a little bit.
Good. Hey, Vic, you should go next because mine is like serious and not serious at the same time, but it's a good rant.
Mine is have a plan for your life. Don't be out here freestyling life. Just going through the motion. It definitely starts with having goals, and if you have a goal, and then you can put a plan in place to it. So yeah, don't just be out here going day to day, week to week. Have a plan for your life. Don't freestyle life.
Facts. I just got a trade mid podcast Dynasty Tom Brady for Tua, and I know it might sound crazy in Dynasty, like why would you want Tom Brady? And when I could just keep my Tua, but it's like I'm gonna go check my team out, see if I'm winning, see my upside because. I think I have Trevor Lawrence and I got Trevor Lawrence and somebody else, might be Lamar. So I don't know. That Tua thing scares me. But anyway, I say that to say this. fantasy football, even though it's a lifestyle, man, it's still a game. No need to be no asshole on social media, no dickhead in anybody's inboxes on Sleeper and all these other apps. It's a thing. You're going to get good trades, you're going to get bad trades, you're going to get people that are super active, you're going to get people that drop players and do boneheaded moves. It happens. Everybody isn't perfect, everybody doesn't think alike, but no need to be a dickhead. You can decline trades, you don't have to go do no asshole shit. Because the one thing I ain't gonna allow nobody to do is be no tough guy on my Sleeper app, on Twitter. I hate when anybody get their ass whooped about some fantasy football. And that's facts. So I would hate for that to happen. I hated it season 1 of this podcast. Vic had a lot of fantasy football beef. And it looked like he done got squashed. It looked like he done moved to a better space. It looked like he done got to a space where he can ignore a lot of shit. I don't want that energy coming my way.
Yeah.
If you don't like something I did, decline it. Don't get your ass whooped about no fancy football. I'm dead ass serious. And that's facts. I know y'all laughing.
I know you serious.
But I'm dead ass serious. Like, don't be no big tough guy on Twitter. It's not that deep. If you're gonna be a tough guy, be a tough guy about something that's worth dying for. Because I ain't mad at that. You feel me? Like, don't know. No.
Damn, we gotta die over fantasy football.
Yeah,
now?
you feel me? Like, don't take it over fantasy football. Like, if I offended you on some family and some money stuff, that's cool. But I don't want to take it there over fantasy football. And that goes with any and everybody. So I love the community. I love the space I've been in, all the people I've met. I love you guys, and I hope I've been able to reciprocate the same energy y'all have given me. We're the Bros, Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, to be specific, showing you how to dominate your league, Dynasty Bro Style. Can I get that bag of money one more time on the way out of here? That's my guy Vic. Gave him his flyers at the beginning. We're going to walk this motherfucker out at the end. Make sure you follow us every Tuesday at 7 o'clock going into the redraft episode. Dynasty starting right after that. We killing shit, giving out the best advice on any podcast you can find, and that's facts. And we putting numbers behind everything we doing. So make sure you follow us. Shout out to my guy Vic. I'm Dynasty Bro Dot. This is my DJ Avo. Walk us out, my bro.
My chick bad, looking like
straight to the verse.
Shorty off the scale, so to me she in
Like
the
I
left.
said, my brother Vic got them bars too. Y'all just didn't know. I didn't want to let nobody know.
Call that
Imperfection.
Let go.
The mama like my style. She said it's super cool.
Yeah.
And if I'm diving in, that's a swimming pool. Never been a fool.
No.
Never been a hoe.
No.
Okay, yes, I
Graduated
graduated
a
a
long
long time ago.
Swag.